Hey guys, it's your boy King Donald back with another video. So today going to be doing a new what if. This is what if Deku had a lightning quirk. So yeah. So what I mean from a lightning quirk, it's gonna be most of the abilities that Killua has from Hunter x Hunter. So yeah. I have to tell you guys before the video said I'm outside. And yeah, sorry if there's any sounds that you guys might find annoying. Something I can do about it. My parents said go outside again this time, so yeah, I'm not gonna. Can you guys please hit the subscribe button and leave a notification? So yeah. Let's get started. Comment down below if you know where that's from. Actually, I want to know if you guys know where that's from. So yeah. So Izuku at a young age was already starting to show a little signs of his quirk. Every time he's in class and he touches someone, he would shock them, which made people kind of avoid him for a little, which actually got Izuku kind of sad. The teacher told him, it's okay, Izuku. Let's just tomorrow ask your mom if you go to the quirk doctor. Izuku's like, yeah, sure. So the next day, Izuku takes a day off from school and he heads to the quirk doctor with his mom. So after running a few more tests, the doctor came up with the conclusion of Izuku's quirk. His quirk seems to be like somewhat of a lightning quirk. And Izuku asks, well, what do you mean by that? And the doctor's like, well, what I mean is that you can somewhat manipulate lightning. Izuku's like, manipulated? Wait, what do you mean by that? It's like, well, I don't mean fully manipulate, but let me just give you a round of your abilities, kid. And Izuku's like, oh, okay. And the doctor's like, for my conclusion is that you could summon some electricity from your hands and shock people, and one of your main abilities is be able to summon lightning. So it's like, what do you mean by that? He says, what I mean by that, it's literally when you lift your hand into the air, a storm will form above you, and once you swipe down your hand, a thunderbolt will just shock whoever you wanted to. And it looks like, are you serious? Oh my goodness, so cool, and all that stuff. And the doctor's like, yeah, that's all we know for now, but I'm sure in the future you will unlock more. If you do, give me a call. We'll check it out to see if it's dangerous or not. And Izuku's really excited. He's like, oh my goodness, I have such a strong quirk. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, like, the quirk's kind of like, like 9 from, I think, Heroes Rising. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but not like in a very destructive way like how it is. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty cool quirk if you think about it. Yeah. So Izuku the next day goes to school and tells everyone his quirk, and everyone's like, oh, it's cool and all, but it's kind of destructive, don't you think? Izuku's like, no, it's not really. They're like, I don't believe you. So then what Izuku does is he puts some lightning into his palms, and that's when the electricity just came bursting out of his hands, and everyone were surprised, like, whoa, he wasn't lying. And they kind of amazed because to those kids' logic, the more flashy your quirk, the more popular. Because look at Bakugo's quirk. That could easily be used as a villain quirk, but just because it's flashy, it's considered a good hero quirk. But like, what the heck? So yeah, like all the doubt that was in Midoriya about his quirk all went away, and they just thought it was one of the amazing quirks. Some people were saying even better than Bakugo, and Bakugo's like, alright, let's see this quirk of yours, Izuku. And Izuku's like, yo, look at my quirk, Kachan. And Kachan's like, it's nothing compared to my explosions, Izuku. And Izuku's like, I'm not sure, Kachan. I think mine's pretty powerful too. Kachan's like, alright, you wanna throw down then? But Izuku's like, I don't know. And then all the kids are like, fight, 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 fight. By now the teachers are not there. And like, Baku's like, let's take this outside. Fight, fight, and all that stuff. And Izuku's like, I don't think you want to do this, Kachan. And Kachan's like, come on, bring it, nerd. And Izuku's like, alright. And Kachan ran into him. Izuku's just like, thunderbolt. Which literally hits Bakugo. But of course won't kill him. It would just like kind of like stun him. And he's like, and it gets hit and everyone's like, whoa. And Bakugo's like, Deku. And it collapses. And everyone's like, whoa, Izuku beat Kachan with one move. And they just think he's the alpha dog now. So Bakugo, he's already going to be branded as the second best. So yeah, because after how Izuku humiliated him, Bakugo now hates Izuku. Izuku tried to be his friend, but Bakugo just denies and is like, go away. So yeah. So I'm gonna skip to the beginning of the anime. So like the teacher's like, it's time to take your thing seriously, and throws paper in the air. Like always, like, I know guys will say the same stuff. Bakugo this time stays quiet, because, yeah, he's no more like that obnoxious guy. Yo, he's just determined and wants to, he's not proving, he's just gonna show everyone how much he's better than Izuku. And Izuku's still that, he's still that guy, and he's normal. He's kind of cooler in a way. So yeah. This time, after school, Bakugo comes up to Izuku and is like, Izuku, meet me outside. Izuku's like, I don't really want to. Bakugo's like, it's not a choice. And he brings his goons, like, all, and they start to circle. And Izuku's like, come on, Kachan, do you think this is really appropriate? Bakugo's like, yeah, this wouldn't be necessary if you just meet me outside. And Izuku's like, I really got home. Bakugo's like, come on, Izuku. If you don't, I'll make your life hell. Izuku's like, oh, sorry, Mom, but fine, Izuku. Fine, Bakugo. Let's go outside. So they go outside, and everyone's walking. So then everyone sees this, that are packing their bags and stuff, like the lockers, and they see Bakugo and Midoriya like walking together. Then they know this is not right, and they're like, oh, it's gonna be another fight. And a lot of people just stop what they're doing and they follow them because they want to see this fight. Because yeah, the last time Bakugo and Izuku fought was when they were 4 years old, and Izuku dominated, like humiliated him, and Bakugo ever since that day just put in work, like, and he's like training relentlessly and trying to defeat Izuku. And Izuku's also been training and all that stuff. He's also pretty strong. Like, there's a reason why he's the number one. So Bakugo, he and his goons are outside, and Izuku's like, alright, Bakugo, so what do you want? Bakugo's like, remember when we were 4 years old And he takes off his jacket and throws it. And Izuku's like, yeah, what about it? And Bok's like, remember when we fought? And Izuku's like, yeah. And Bok's like, you defeated me with one move. Izuku's like, yeah, I remember. Bok's like, that day you humiliated me. Oh my goodness, guys, can you help me with my grammar? Oh my gosh, illuminate you. You embarrassed me in front of everyone, and you stripped me of my pride. And for that, I never forgave you, I never forgave you, Deku. I trained, and now I'm ready. It's time for the day that I defeat you. And Zeus like, whoa. Is that why you didn't want to be friends? It's because of our fight? It wasn't mine. It was your idea, Bakugo. Bakugo's like, I don't care, nerd. Just start fight. And it's like, Bakugo, I don't have time for this. I gotta go. And these goons surround him again. And it's just like, please, guys, I don't want to fight. And they all taking off their jackets and stuff, like getting firing stance. And it's just like, so this is how it's gonna be. You gonna let your goons fight? And Bok's like, it won't be like this if you just fight already, Izuku. It's just like, fine then. If you wanna fight, a fight's what you're gonna get. And instead of taking off, he also takes off his jacket, and I guess in a cooler way. And everyone that is watching this are like, "Ooh, they're about to brawl!" And of course, people start to record because that's the natural thing to do. So Bakugo first sends his goons to test out Izuku's strength. So what am I going to say? The abilities Izuku developed during the years is that now when he summons lightning from the air, when he strikes himself with it, he uses the stored lightning inside him to manipulate it into stuff. So he can manipulate it into lightning swords, into lightning swords into a lightning hand, but something manipulated. And and another thing is that he can also teleport using the lightning. So what I mean by that is that he can look at somewhere and a lightning, and he teleports with the lightning basically. So when the lightning strikes, that's when he appears. So yeah. But it's not really very convenient if he wants to teleport inside a building, because if he does, he's gonna freaking destroy it, because the lightning is gonna break everything. So yeah. So and also what I wanted to say is that since he has freaking lightning coursing through him, he can kind of move fast. He's faster, of course, and when he punches, he stuns people, shocks them a little. And his eyes can also monitor things faster than the normal human, because more electricity is probably. It's kind of not God's, kind of the concept, the first time, remember in Hunter x Hunter, the first time we saw kind of a glimpse of Godspeed when Killua was first seeing those dark skies. It's kind of like that, kind of what Izuku has. So yeah, this time when Bakugo's goons attack Izuku at the same time, Izuku says his natural line. It says Thunderbolt. And he hits himself with it, which actually spreads out and hits all the goons. And Bakugo sees this, he's like, alright then, Izuku, that's very impressive. Alright then, let's fight. Yeah. And Bakugo comes, and Bakugo's, I'm not gonna be slacking, but Bakugo's really strong, because he wanted that revenge type stuff. I'm saying already he's already as strong how he is in season 4. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He already has Howard's impact, he already has AP show, all of that. That's how strong Bakugo has gone, just because Izuku embarrassed him in front of everyone, just defeating him, all that. Instead of giving Izuku respect, he just despised Izuku and used that anger to fuel him. It's kind of, yeah. So yeah, Bakugo's really strong. So yeah, Bakugo dashes to Izuku, and Izuku's like goes into a fighting stance, and Bakugo first wants to. He saw like Izuku defeating all these goons with one strike. It wasn't really to gauge his power. Like, wasn't good enough for him to gauge his power. So Bakugo went in there just to gauge it for himself. So he goes in there with hand-to-hand combat using just miniature explosions. Like, you can manipulate his explosions kind of like that. So he's kind of OP Bakugo. Like, he's kind of OP. Like, yeah. Way too early. Okay, I won't say he's OP. I'm just saying he's too good for his age right now. So yeah, he's doing all these things, and Izuku, he's impressed, but he's dodging this easy because, yeah, you can freaking see, like, you can see lightning strike like slowly. So I was like, oh, it's too much. So too much. So Izuku's also fighting Bakugo. He's also gauging his strength, but at the same time filling Bakugo with lightning for a different move that he's gonna about to show Bakugo. and then yeah, they hand to hand, and the speed is kind of amazing. Everyone's impressed, like, whoa, and they're filming this, and and yeah, and there's always that one kid that's like, gosh, you can't be doing this, you have to stop. And she keep trying, but nah, and they keep going, and then eventually Bakugo throws a big explosion, and he jumps back. He's like, alright, Izuku, I got a hang of how much power he has, and for a matter of fact, you're gonna lose this. And Izuku's like, oh really? Come on then, Bakugo. Those explosions. Those explosions in Izuku's. Yeah, he's dodging them most of the part. Yeah, he's dodging them. And yeah, and Izuku throws an attack of his own, and he jumps to the air and shouts, Thunderbolt! And Bakugo, somehow, even though like lightning's so fast, he dodges it, cause logic doesn't make sense in anime, cause freaking how do you supposed to... Never mind. Bakugo dodges it, even though lightning's really fast. Anyways, Bakugo dodges it, and Bakugo's in his mind is like, that was close, I can't allow him to do that. And Izuku's like, alright then, come on, Kachan. And he's like, and he does, and he goes, lightning orbs. And these are, it's kind of similar. I don't know if you guys watch Boruto, but like, I'm not gonna lie with this. But like, you know, Sarada done that lightning, or it's kind of like that, but instead of yellow, of course, it's blue. So yeah, it goes lightning orbs, and Izuku just starts throwing at Bakugo, and like it's kind of like, you know, like fireballs, if they land somewhere, they like kind of make a little like, oof, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like fireballs, but freaking lightning. I don't know how else to describe it. And Izuku's throwing those, and Bakugo's dodging them using the explosions, and Izuku say, alright then, massive lightning orb. And it grows significantly bigger, not very big yet. So, and he throws at Bakugo. It's like, ha! And he counters it with a massive explosion too, and which dispels the lightning orb and electricity and lightning. bursts out everywhere, nearly hitting the other students, which made that the other girl bursts. No, I'm telling the teacher, and she gets the stitch that and goes and gets the teacher. And Zuko and Bakugo don't care. They keep fighting me, and Zuko's like, "Wow, gotcha! And you got really strong." Bakugo's like, "You think I was slacking up all this time? I'm better than you, Deku. I'm going to defeat you." And Zuko's like, "I'm enjoying this," and they just keep fighting. And Bakugo's like, "All right, AP shot." And Zuko's like, "Whoa, didn't expect that." And it's like, and Izuku's like, lightning orbs, and it kind of like Izuku was expecting the lightning orbs to stop it, but it was expecting it to stop, but it didn't. Izuku underestimated Bakugo's AP shot, and Izuku got hit by it, and he was very surprised. And Bakugo's like, "You're not as tough as you are, Izuku." Izuku's like, "Dang, nice hit, Bakugo." Alright then, let's get serious. Like, there's like, he's like, "Thunderbolt!" And a massive thunderbolt comes sunning down, because every time he hits himself with the thunderbolt, he gets stronger. But the one weakness of Izuku's quirk is that when he uses his power for too long, he's gonna start kind of to get stunned by his own lightning. So like, he's immune like by now, but like after a while he's gonna start to feel it and get stunned, and yeah, it's done, and yeah, essentially kind of paralyze himself because from all the stress of the lightning. So Izuku got stronger, and Izuku's like, it's time for the real fight, Bakugo. Let's go. Bakugo's like, and Izuku's trying to go in for the hand-to-hand fight, but Bakugo's not letting him, and he wants like kind of like a long distance fight, more or less. Cause yeah, he wants kind of more distance, and it's kind of like Bakugo's running, well, not running, using the explosions to avoid Izuku's like, "Come on, fight me!" And Izuku's like, "Okay, fine." If he doesn't want to do that, Izuku kind of plants some things into the ground, and he's like, "Alright," and he runs the opposite to Bakugo. Bakugo's like, "Huh? Why?" And Izuku's like, "Come on, face me! Stop running away like a wimp." Bakugo's like, "Oh, you're calling a wimp?" And he walks and he falls right into the trap, and Izuku's like, "Gotcha, lightning prison." And the things he was planting were like kind of like lightning bars, like lightning, I don't know how to describe it, but like they were activated. So when Izuku says lightning prison, like kind of like a lightning cell appears. The box like, "Hey, what is this, Izuku?" And Izuku's like, "Time to end this." He's like, Cage, stun!" And the cage suddenly disperses and shocks Bakugo with so much lightning that he hasn't felt before. Because Bakugo is not pretty dumb. He knows that he was trying to get a little resistance from getting shocked, and it kind of did. He thought it was okay, but he wasn't expecting this. And yeah, Baku's like, "Ah!" And that's when the teacher comes, Hey, Izuku, what are you doing?" And everyone's like, "Oh shoot!" And they start running away. And Izuku's like, "Oh snap!" And he disperses, and Baku's like, "Ugh," and he collapses. and that's when he's like, "Hey, you two, you're going to principal's office." And then Izuku's like, "Dang." Bakugo's unconscious, so yeah. So they kind of wait until Bakugo wakes up, and that's when they go straight to the principal's office. And principal's like, "You guys know quirks are prohibited from being used in school, and you guys were getting in a fight. This is unacceptable. And it's just like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, principal. It's unacceptable. Who threw the first punch? Who challenged it? And Bob's like, fine, I challenged him. And sure, I threw the first punch. And it's just like, what? But technically, Izuku, Izuku kind of did. Yeah. Bob's like, yeah, I took it. Then Izuku's like, no, it was actually me, sir. And Bob's like, huh? And the principal's okay, fine then. Doesn't matter. You guys are both gonna be expelled for 2 days, and you guys are gonna have to come to the weekend, and you guys are gonna come to the weekend and warn the board that I'll never use my quirk in class, okay? And Baku and Izuku are like, dang, like kind of pissed off, and they go home. Baku's like, you got lucky this time. I'm going to defeat you. Izuku's like, I enjoyed it too, Kachan, and you actually did get stronger. I hope our next fight is gonna be as good as that one. Baku's like, whatever. And Izuku leaves too, and he goes home. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it today, you guys. That's where I'm gonna leave it to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I kind of really like this. I kind of like this series. Kind of like where it's going right now. I like the direction I put it on. So yeah, I hope you guys like and subscribe, and remember to leave a comment. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya.